So, now we are at the last example of chapter 5. We learned how to calculate the reactants. For example, MM. For example, NN, OO, MN, and MO. All this we learned. And now we have to combine it, the whole system we have to combine. First we have had electrode arms, we have had electrodes, we have had flexible cable, not, but we will talk about afterwards in chapter 7 about flexible cables again. And but we can also calculate if we make this what we have told yesterday. So now you have a reactance matrix, and I think there's an exercise to this too. There's an example I could explain, but first I will explain the example without values, and then you can this by yourself, calculate the example as the exercise for this. So, XA8. What is XA8? I think I have this now in this way, then I have XA8. XSS. Yes, XDD, yes, plus XGG, plus XJJ, plus XM, plus XMM, PP, yes, plus 2 times SG, plus XSM, plus 2 times XSM. Why 2 times? It's correct. Why 2 times?
SG is XGS.
XL.
SG, GS.
Yes.
2 times and SM.
SM.
Why is
Just no.
SM 왜 2개지?
SM, MS.
SM we have already, yeah? The next one is
SP.
SP. What about SP? Zero.
Okay, zero.
It's perpendicular. It's zero.
Minus
Minus, you say? No, I will write minus
2 times
2 times
XDJ.
DJ, yes. XDJ.
Plus
2 times
XDV.
XD.
P.
Yes. Plus?
Yeah.
Okay. One is lost, I think.
Yes, minus 2 times
2 times
XJP.
XJP. I think it's all.
Yeah.
You will look. XAA, SS, DD, It's in a different form, but it's I think it's the same. So
we not crystal XGM. Yes.
we have forgotten
Plus
or minus?
plus
Plus.
2 times XGM. Yes.
Okay. And now I think AA, BB, CC is
Okay.
it's not new.
Okay.
XAB. What is XAB?
X plus X ST.
ST.
2 times. This 2 times.
2 times ST.
Yeah. Plus 2 times XSH. XSH.
SH.
Yeah.
Plus.
Plus 2 times XSN.
SN.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus. Oh, mine, I don't know.
Yes.
2 times
XGT.
is XS is finished, yes. X
G.
G
GT.
P. Nee, no.
G.
G
T. T.
G T. Yes, GT.
XGT.
X 2 times XGT.
Yeah, plus 2 times XGH. HGH. Plus 2 times XGN.
Again, plus
X 2 times
2 times
XM.
M
T.
And
T
Yeah.
plus
Plus 2 times is MH.
H
Yeah.
plus 2 times X
M.
M.
Yes.
Okay. That's the first time. That's all this one, and now
Yes. Now
this one is the same amount.
Now we 2 times
2 times minus or plus?
plus SDE.
DE, yes. X, yes. XDE.
Yes.
D
Minus 2
minus
times
2 times X.
DK.
D
K.
K, yes.
Plus
Plus 2 times X.
DQ.
DQ. Plus 2 times
Minus.
minus.
Yes.
This is minus.
Yes. 2
E.
times X. J. E.
JE. JE. And the next is X minus or plus.
Plus
G.
J.
J-E.
J. E. Yes.
Plus. Plus.
J. K.
JK is plus. JK.
Minus.
2
2 times J-Q.
Yes.
X J Q.
Yes.
And
Plus.
next is J Q. J is finished. And
Yes.
then we have to do it.
P.
There's X P. P2
1, 2, 3.
to what? 2 times X P2. Where we begin?
E.
E is
Plus.
P is in this. E is in this. We have to plus.
times
x, t, k, and minus.
Yeah,
Yes.
minus
Minus
2 times
2 times
PQ.
plus 2 times x,
PQ.
qq. And then we are finished.
Mm.
Okay. I think very good. I think it makes no sense if we have learned it, and it makes no sense to do this with the values which are given and banks not. But if you did not know it, you're not so good. We have to do it. You have to do it. But I think you are better concentrated than I. It's a work of concentration to do.
Mr. Arnold,
Yeah.
this page is SAB is just SST. There is not 2 times. SAB. XAB.
XAB, not 2 times,
Yeah. Just 1 time.
1 time.
SST.
1 time. We have to do ST and TS. ST, no. Oh, what have we done for a mistake? No, we have done here mistake. We have done here mistake. We have, if we have two conductors,
Yeah.
A and B against C and D.
Yeah.
We have to do between each others,
Yes. Okay.
between each other, between this and this
Yes.
and this and this. Then we have 4 values. 4 values. And we have 4 different values. 4 different values. That means all this 2 we have to put in here. It's not here. That was a mistake which we made. Where comes the 2 from? If you have A and B against A and B, then you have also 4. Then you have also this 4. Then you have AA, AB, BA, and BB. And if you have mutual, you have only 1. If you have self-reactance, you have to do only this with 1. Because if 2 meets 2, you have 4 different values, and not we have had here too much values. Okay, that's not my fault.
Yes.
I have done it.
This is my fault.
I have done this Christmas. That was my Christmas. So, I think you don't have to do it. That was the last one of chapter 6. Of chapter 5. With my mouse. Huh? It's better. So, the next time is delta-star connection, and therefore I want to use the program. That's wrong. That's wrong. File. Read model data from. 3. You have the possibility about settings. About settings, you have to put in exact reactance calculation or exact reactance calculation is okay, but star delta coupling. If you have, I have no made a presentation here. If you have star delta connection, you have 6 conductors in the delta part, and you have 3 conductors in the star part. That means we have 9 sections. The star part is the whole thing from the flexible cables over the electrode arm and the electrode. That's all the things of that's called here XBB and we have XAA, XBB, XCC, we have XAB and so on. There are 6 values up to 9 values in a matrix. You can put here into a matrix. That is only the star. That's one. You have only the star coupling. And then you have in the delta connection you have coupling between the conductors of the delta connection. And that are also 6 times 6, 36 couplings you have to calculate. But you have, I will show you better at the, it's better than I can, no, that's not good what I made. File, read model data from, I think number 5. Then you see the control pictures. Right. That's the control picture. I think you have six conductors here.
Yeah.
And all the rest are 3 conductors. Where here is a delta star connection. And then up to then you have only the star, and the star brings the phase A here, and the red one is the phase A, and the middle one is phase B, and so on. So you have at least you have couplings 81.
Wow.
And that you can see in this matrix here. Out of this 81 value, you have to calculate 3 values for the circuit, equivalent circuit. XA, XB, XC you want to know. And there are 2 different ways to do this. That is, here in settings, we have star delta coupling and not star delta coupling. That's the difference. What's the difference? I put in now star delta couplings. What we can see, 5, I will notice, 2.579, 2.533, 2.579. if I put in settings this dark coupling away, what we get. A little bit different values. 2.564, 2.5. What is the difference? The difference is that this values here is the coupling between star and delta. If we look to the controlling picture, without coupling, the star is calculated separate. The star is calculated separate, and the delta is calculated separate. Now we have a coupling between, for example, between this and this, between this part and this part, between this part and this, and all the things. And that's a little bit different. But they are not so big as these couplings. Therefore, the difference is very small. But the first we started without delta star connection. We calculated the furnace at ASMA in 1983 or 1984 manual, and then we make many approximations, and then step by step we develop a program for it, first at DOS, and then
and normally we can use this star delta connection.
If you use the exact calculation with coupling, then you are right. What was the difference? We have two chapters here, sub-chapters in 6. Chapter 6.1, Mr. Tim developed. 6.1 Mr. Tim developed, and 6.2 I developed with the coupling. We first we neglected these couplings because the DOS program was not implemented this one. And then Mr. Tim told me how to do this, and I programmed this, and then I told him, why not consider all these couplings? Then I said, he said, I don't know how, but I said, I will develop a method. And then I developed the theory here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.5 pages. This theory, and then we can calculate with coupling with steam star. And also in my program, the sub-programs are named method by Tim, delta star connection method by Tim, delta star connection method by Alas. And that are different way to calculate this. And it means that if we compare this, nearly the same. Nearly the same. That means what Professor Tim has calculated is not so is good enough. But if the programs become better and so on, and then I said I can calculate all, and the theory for this is you have here the complex network, big network, and you have to bring it to chapter 4. So chapter 4 to this equivalent circuit. That you have to consider in your furnace the current of phase A, B, and C. That this current and this and you have here you have 3 power supply, and this, here you have 3 another. Yes, you have to calculate it to this, transform to this, and then you have to calculate with all the couplings. With all the couplings, you have to solve this network. That is done here. You can. It's not good to. If I would explain, I would make many mistakes that I have it not in my head, but I can do it. I have and you have to do a lot here before you come to the result. It's very complicated, but it makes no sense to write it here down. It makes many work, but it's the best test is if 2 methods give the same. And the 2 methods gave the same. So when the program starts, always the delta star connection is given. But I think I have to tell you something about this menu settings. I think Professor Tim does not know what this menu makes. I think Mr. Tim wrote the instruction manual, and I said this is missing. He asked me, can you please write something? And I wrote a little bit for it. But what does it make? First, we have a start delta connection and exact calculate. If you set this button, it's right. You will with the coupling of 81 9 times 9 couplings are used. So, and then you have model data, word output data, and directory for settings. What are these directories? Normally I put it automatically on the Pasco React on the C directory, and there under model data word and configuration. You can change these directories if you want. And then you have to put here, for example, you have to give D, and you have what makes no sense, photo. Okay, if you close it and settings, it's on photo. So if you closed, go to settings, is on photo. Is on photo. That means when or I do it with the model data. Model data. I go to F. F is not there, so we can do it. I go to D. And I go to photo. It is here. Okay, I close. I start again. I go to settings. It's model data. If I want now to open a model file, read model data from, he goes to this directory. Stupid. With this directory, there's a photo from me from the holiday 3 years ago. It's not that. What can I do now for settings? Settings. I have made some mistake. I can make following. I can say set all settings to standard values. Then I'm back to the first menu. And then I want to change a directory. I do the same here for word output directories, D and photo. And now I can say save settings under. Yes, now it goes to this configuration file. And when I say now, I can save this configuration. And then I can say file read from, and then this help file is you can read and so that's when you work on a computer with two persons. And one person is making this project, and one person is making that project. You can choose it. What things for settings also? Show type of. You can choose the rotation and set. I give in 80 degree. Then the controlling picture.
There is an update.
File.
Yeah.
Read model data from. We have been here at last time. Controlling picture, 3-dimensional view. That's not good. 80 degrees to be put in. What to do to be better? To go to settings and say general, and that's a good way to see this. but we will try another one, controlling settings, 20 degrees, minus 30. Minus 30, close, controlling picture, goes from so. And you can, if you want, and you can, in settings you can say middle display of phase A and B. We will not do. Close and controlling pictures. No, only phase B. Huh? So what is about settings to say? And you can say I don't want to see the electrode arms. What's that? 3-dimensional view. Then the electrode arms has gone. And there's a mistake here. You don't implement your new version. You have an old version. There was a wrong translation. We have all things from German translated to English, and this was a mistake. And the new version I have here, and you already have what I think. What is the version? I have version 1.1.
1.1 same.
Maybe. I don't know when we have got the yes, that was a mistake. I don't know when I found this mistake. There was only one mistake in the last version. Yes, I know. I have sent it to Professor Tim for making the instruction manual. The instruction manual, you will see this manual, and therefore I sent him a new version. I don't know if we send it to you. We have to ask Mr. Tim. I can look in my mails, but he knows it better.
Yeah.
But he has not so much work than I.
Tomorrow you can say, and next time
we will
send us.
I talked to Mr. Tim yesterday. We will send you next week a new version, and you have to change all the version. You have only to change this executable. But we send you a new version. You don't have to change all the things. You have only to change this executable. That is the most important thing for this. But you have the directory structure. For example, in history, there is saved your last configuration. And if you delete this file, the program doesn't work. He reads it. If you start the program, he reads history, and if you have a bad history, you have to go to the setting manual and have to say set all settings to standard values. Then it's okay. And then if you then close the program, it will be saved to this history. Okay. And the model data the model data, it's for POSCO model data. We have sent you 5, but I think you, in the meantime you have more of model data of plants. You work with the program. But if that's wrong. That's wrong. I have to. I just want to look at what I have to say to the program. Mr. Tim knows not. But if there is a furnace, and the furnace has to be input, and Mr. Tim is a very good expert in this. He is an expert of furnaces, but he is not an expert of computers. But he is better in put in all the data of a furnace. I never put in a complete furnace into this program. What we do, I developed the program, and sent the program to Mr. Tim, and Mr. Tim worked with the program. He said me, that's wrong, this we have to change. And then I implemented this, and what do we have here? Controlling dimensions. I think to have already used, and Mr. Tim knows this. Read a model from 5 and controlling dimensions. I think Mr. Tim knows about very good. About all things Mr. Tim knows. The only thing he does not know is settings. Settings and here is save settings and read settings, and all the other things he knows. But I think he did not use save settings and read settings, and he did not. Reset program is not necessary. If you start the program new, it's set to we said program, then all there's no input in it. But I think all the other things Mr. Tim, without settings, can explain to you better than I, because he knows what is in furnaces, which cables are there, which flexible cables, which flexible cable ends, and so how they are constructed. I already always talk to Mr. Tim. He explained to me, and then I can talk to him. Okay. So this was together with delta star connection. I think the most important thing for delta star connection is that there are two methods, and that the two methods are almost the same. But I think that's an important thing about delta star connection. Mr. Tim will tell you in his lesson what to do and what not to do for applicated. What you can do and many things wrong in the delta star connection. And that is, he is an expert and he will tell you. So, I think if you have more questions to delta star connection, you can answer them tomorrow. Or we can now go to chapter 7, or you can make...
우리 그때 하면서 이게 뭐 물어보는 웨스턴이나 챕터 6에
네, 전체적으로 거의 이거 다 이해가 안 가가지고 물어보려고 했는데 근데 이거 이 부분은 좀 친구수가
아니 여기 스타 이거는 추가로 하셨으니까 알려주시면 6.2는 물어볼 수 있잖아요. Yeah, chapter 6.1 is professional team.
Yeah.
Explain. And 6.2 is same.
No, it's my part. It's my part.
Yeah.
If we have questions to 6.1, we have to ask Mr. Tim, and we have to discuss tomorrow together. I think when he is here, when Professor Tim is here, we will discuss together. But if we have questions to 6.2, it's my work. But it's very complicated. But if I tell our things. Yeah.
In this picture, you mesh 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Mesh 1 is there. Mesh 2 is. Mesh 2 is here. Mesh 3 is here.
Yeah.
It's possible to know determine the meshing.
Why we do it? Or what?
Why you determine the meshing? 1, 2, 3. This is possible to mesh it. Yeah. This. Okay.
Hello. Tina? Ich rufe mal meine Frau.
Okay.
Die sagt Ihnen das. Hier ist only speaking, er spricht nur Englisch.
Soll ich das auch machen?
Ja, Sie können das Badezimmer machen, ne?
Das war...
Why we
is possible to determine the mesh is.
Then you have to, for 3 currents,
Yes.
you have to have 3 meshes. You have the current
Yes.
EA, EB, and EC.
Yeah.
And you have to determine, therefore, you have to put in 3 meshes.
Okay.
3. What meshes is not so important. You have to have 3 meshes. 3 meshes. And each branch has to be passed by 1 mesh. You have to go through each branch here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 branch in the tail, and here 1, 2, 3 branch, and you have to pass with the equations all branches, and you can choose another way. Then the theory is a little bit another, but the result at the end is the same. Would be the same.
It is what is different in professional teams theory?
This theory, the difference is against Professor Tim that there's a coupling.
Yeah, you in this 6.2 is coupling the star and delta.
Yeah, but in this time we have the coupling X1B. 1 to B is coupling.
Yeah.
And this coupling, Professor Tim is away.
Can I use this coupling?
No, all between letters and numbers. This one, AA, BB, AA, 1, 2. That is included in Professor Tim. All the coupling between the star and delta. This one, and this one is away in Professor Tim.
Yeah, and this loop, this red loop, okay. Yeah. Green loop, okay. But in swimming, in this power supply is 3, but electrode 3, but this one A, B, C, C. So
no, that's not C. That's not C.
What is this?
Blue
line.
That is the red one.
Yeah, that's right. This one.
Right.
Group 1. I know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
group 2.
Yeah. That's
green
one.
Green. Yeah. Green line.
Green one. 1, 2. And it's
on. That's delta.
It's only delta.
Yeah, on delta loop.
It's only the delta loop and not the star loop. But you have to pass every branch, and these branches are already passed.
In this case, I think this is professional teams calculation, and you added your arrows calculation is more added to line. That is right.
I don't think about it. Coupling of loop. That are the meshes. That are the meshes here. And the mesh had a coupling to another mesh. If you have here a mesh and a second mesh, you have a coupling between these meshes.
Yeah.
And this you have to consider also. And this is done here, coupling of 1 to 2. The coupling from 1 to 2. And then you have to calculate this. 1, 2. 1, 3.
1, 2, 2, 3. 굳이 지금 그림상으로 봐서는 내용까지 맞는 거 아닌가? 얘는 델타만 돼가고.
근데 아까 맨 처음 말한 게 전류가 3개지 않습니까? 그래서 전류 3개 따른 메쉬 3개만 선정하면은 모든 값을 얻을 수 있기 때문에 뭐 어떤 메쉬를 선정하는 건 중요하지 않다, 뭐 그런 식으로 말하지 않습니까?
I can explain tomorrow too if you say what I have to explain. And if you have questions tomorrow, I will explain. If you have no questions, I will explain.
I understand this one, this map, this graphic, and this graphic, the same.
That is the loop around.
Yeah, loop is same, yeah. Loop.
The circle is in the circle of the data connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you will connect the coupling, the
Yeah.
Y star connection.
Yes. That is this. Settings, normal, and file, read from, delta star connection is this, 3-dimensional. So, what I show in this picture is only part 1, settings, delta star connection. I will take away all the things. Okay, then you can see the controlling picture 3-dimensional. That is a star. And that is a delta. Yes, delta. And if I put to their settings the transformer connection, then we see from the transformer connection the 3-dimensional loop, and you can see that it's the flexible cables and the electrode arms. That's no problem. But this is only the data connection, and this is A, B, and C is the whole furnace in star. Not only this electrode arms, not only the transformer line in star, also the flexible cables, electrode arms, and the electrodes.
In this case, you first you developed in those program is only this delta connection only you applied in first version. Yeah.
In the first version, there was no data connection. There was no data connection. In the second version, there was a data connection with method Professor Tim. And in the 1991, I think, 2002, 1 or 3, I added this data connection with a coupling between oils. And so the program grows from little to big.
What is different in your DOS program and Windows program? What is different?
The DOS program was a program which had input, fixed structure, transformer line, one conductor, flexible cable, only put in the coordinates, and you have to put the DOS program. Ask for all values, and you have to put in all values manual. And if you make a mistake, you have to cancel the program and begin from the beginning. There was no save as and so. Here we have file save as and so on. And so you have. This was a dialogue, and you have a fixed structure. In this program, you have the possibility for.
You have those program?
No.
Where?
DOS program is, I think, Professor. Maybe the Professor Tim has. I don't have the DOS program. The DOS program never used when this program is ready. But it's very complex to put in all the values. Here you will go home, and next day you will read in the file and you will continue your work. In the DOS program, you have to. If you want to change the length of the electrode, if you want to change all things, you have to put in all the values again. And if this program was Windows version ready, we use the DOS program for testing the Windows version, and when the Windows version was ready, DOS program. But Mr. Tim had a laptop without Windows, and for some times, and he had longer used the DOS version than I. Maybe that he has. Maybe not, I don't know.
여기 초에 무릎 이 6.43 이거 물어보려고 하는 거 아니야? 기억이 안 나는데 6.43
네, 이거 전체 해가지고 이해가 안 된다고.
전체 해갖고 이해가 안 된다고 하네?
네. This is not. This one is not.
110.
This is x1.
1, 2, yes.
Actually,
The X that is in the picture. For the loop reactance we get is this one. Plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this.
yes.
That's okay. And then we will get this coupling from this to this.
Yes.
And I only put it in for number 1. This coupling,
Yeah.
this coupling is for 1.
Yes, but this varies first because there is x12, but there is 2. There's no 2. This expression we cannot find the x1.
Okay,
This is one.
why is it x1, 2, plus 2, 2, 2? I have to think about this. It's loop reactance of this. 1, 2, 2, 8. Okay, this is I think there must be an error.
Yes, okay.
It must be 1, 1. It makes sense that it's 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 2. This one, x1, 2. And XAA, XBB is the self-reactant. Then AB, 2. X1, 1 to A. Because the current is different, minus x1 to B, because the current is in the same direction, plus. Okay. x2 to A, it's plus. Okay, we get minus B. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
But I think it's in the program it's correct.
Question. I understand from 6.31
Yeah.
to 6.45. This is possible to explain in detail, this part?
To explain?
Yes.
Okay.
In detail.
In detail.
Yes, I don't understand that.
Where with which?
One of the terms from 6.17.
Okay. I think I will do it at paper.
Okay.
It's the. So we have. I think I have to do it that in this way. The variables are the current A, B,
C.
and C.
Yeah.
And therefore we have 3 equations. We have 3 equations. This is the first equation, x1 once times b once. plus z times b2. It's always with an underline because it's complex. I will leave the underline because it's much work. Plus z1 3 times e is 2ab. That's the equation, the first equation.
This formula is from this
Mesh 1 with coupling to the other meshes.
this mesh 1 and mesh 3.
This is
Mesh 1.
this one.
Yes. Okay.
This is this one.
Yeah.
Then we have 1, 2. 1, 2 is a coupling between mesh 1 and mesh 2, where we have calculated the coupling between mesh 1 and mesh 2. Coupling of mesh 1 and mesh 2. That is this expression. Page 111, page 111
Yeah.
below.
Okay. Like this is.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is okay.
Okay.
Yes, this formula.
This formula is yes.
Yes, mesh 3.
This one. That's about no. What's this? 3 ones. Now we have the splitting of 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. That's mesh 3. Yes, mesh 3. That's mesh 3. Why is not? I am thinking about why not is there is no voltage. If you make a loop, you have to add all the voltages. This is the voltages.
Yeah.
Why not? Why is there 0?
This pace.
That's 0.
The voltage pace.
Okay, yes.
This
Yes. It's correct, but it's not. I don't know if it is written down here, but it's correct. Mr. Eon has the right idea, and therefore it's not here for this equation here. You have to this. There's the second equation is this. It's the same way than this, and you have to say here 3, 1, 6, 3, and times. I want to. I want plus 3 times 2 plus 3. As normally we have AB plus OBC plus CA, and that's 0. That's 0. Then I have explained this and this. And then I will continue the next part. If you are ready.
This formula.
No, I will explain what now to do. I should explain it. You can this equation.
Yeah.
You build the inverse matrix, and then you will, from this equation, you will get this one.
Yes.
This one and this one is I3 to this.
Okay.
Okay, then this explains this. No.
Okay.
So now you have I1, I2,
Yeah.
and I1, I2,
Yes.
and you have to put it together.
Yes.
To put it together, you have to add these things in this matrix. Okay, then we have this. It's clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now we have to look what the next step is. Ankerwald of 49. 49? Yes. 49. 49. 49. Yeah, 49, where we get 49 from. I have another thing. This 149.
Yes.
Is this one?
Yes.
This is the wanted values are this 3 values.
Yes.
Therefore, this equivalent circuit
Yeah.
has this equation.
Okay.
It's clear.
Okay.
If you make 2 measures here,
Yes.
give this equation and put it into vector and matrices, you will get this.
Okay.
Okay. And this we have to compare
Yeah.
with 49.
Next, yeah.
We have to compare with 49. And if you compare this, what is E1 and what is E2? I don't know what is E1. We have to look what is E1 and what is E2. That's a loop current, but I don't know what is E1. E1 is the current of mesh 1.